British Columbia has decided to make it illegal for places of work to require women to wear certain footwear, heels. So apparently some companies, as part of their dress code, could force female employees to wear heels, but it turns out that a politician kind of took the lead in making this illegal, and now as a result, the BC government has created an amendment to the footwear rules under the province's 1996 Workers' Compensation Act that will essentially give women the right to wear whatever footwear they decide is appropriate and comfortable and safe. So the BC Green Party leader, Andrew Weaver, filed a private member's bill in March designed to prevent employers from setting varying footwear and other requirements based on gender, gender expression, or gender identity. It's weird because since I'm in my own bubble here at a very progressive company, I never even really considered corporations, companies, whatever it is, any place of work requiring women to wear heels, because the reality is heels are kind of unsafe, very bad for your body. I love heels, I wear them on a regular basis anyway, but that's because I do it based on free will. But for women who don't want to wear it, they shouldn't be pressured or forced to do so.
So if Cenk said you have to wear heels from now on, what would your response be?
I just can't imagine it. But
can't imagine it either. You guys don't even know if we're wearing pants right now. Why would we have to wear a particular type of shoes? I could just take my shoes off. I should, actually. I'd be more comfortable on the show. I might start doing that. I can't believe that it'll be fine, I'll put on nice socks, I don't know. I can't believe that, I would be surprised if in the US this was legal. I guess maybe it is, but the fact that in Canada, supposedly a far more progressive country, especially on gender and workers' rights, the idea that even in one area this was possible, that why wouldn't there be a huge outcry? I know that in some limited circumstances there were.
I used to work at, one of my first jobs while I was in college was at a car dealership. And I worked as a receptionist, and my higher up in the company had been very clear about what she expects from her girls. She would always call us her girls. And so she made it clear to me that I was not to show up to work without makeup on. That even if I was running late, I had to, in the very least, apply lipstick. And I was so young, so at that time I was just like, oh, okay, it's just, she just wants me to look good and not show up in my pajamas or something like that. But then I really thought about it, and look, there are certain standards regarding our appearance that we have to deal with that guys don't have to deal with. And this is not me like, bitching and moaning, like, it's so unfair. I like wearing makeup, I have no problem with it, but understand that that is a resource, right? That is something that you have to spend a lot of money on.
Yeah.
And so if you are forced to wear makeup or you're forced to dress a certain way,
to buy heels.
First of all, to buy heels, it's a costly part of being a woman who's employed for various companies, right? And so it's also unfair. It's like this notion that if you're a dude, since society doesn't expect you to wear makeup, you're totally fine. You look great without makeup, right? Because that's what society expects of you. For women, if you don't wear makeup, well then you're a slob.
Yeah.
And so that's unfair too. There are lots of women out there who are just insanely beautiful. Even if you're not beautiful, why are you forced to wear makeup? So this kind of stuff does happen. It's just that I don't think most people really talk about it or even acknowledge it.
Yeah, and I would imagine that even in the area where you previously could legally require women to wear them, I doubt many businesses would do that, because it seems like you're just asking for some sort of suit to try to get the law changed or something like that. It seems crazy. I don't know why you would care. I know there are jobs like Hooters has very specific uniform standards. Maybe something like where you're a receptionist, they might expect a little bit since you're the front face or something like that. But yeah, most men never have to deal with anything like this. Like, I guess you could be a huge slob maybe, but the standard would be so different. And I think that we have to move past it. I mean, if it would bother you that you stop women from wearing heels, like if you found out that women weren't allowed to show their toes in some country, then it should also shock you that it was legal to make women do it.
Young Turks now has over 6 billion lifetime views. You know who did that? You did that. We're now larger than CNN, ABC, you name a news network online, we're larger than them. And you built all that as everyone scoffed and didn't believe. And here we are, guys, thanks to you. Build independent media together with us at tytnetwork.com/join.